So hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel everyone, and I welcome you to the post market analysis of Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty. Guys, please do watch the video till end to actually understand as to what has happened in the market and what are the expectations from the market for the upcoming sessions. Apart from that, at the end we are also going to share two important stocks for tomorrow's trading, so please do watch. The stocks that we had given on the Friday had given us today a return of 32 odd points. To find out which stock was that and what are the stocks for tomorrow, do watch the video till end, and please do press the like button if you like the video. So let's start with the Nifty 50. As you can see, Nifty 50 daily chart we have on our screen right now, and today you'll find one very important thing, one very important level actually, about which we are talking since very long. And if you will remember, in the Friday's video I have specifically mentioned this important level of 15,640 to 80, which I have told you is a great support, which is acting as a great support for the Nifty 50. And you can see today Nifty has made a low of 15,644 but was not able to survive at that level and was not able to give us a closing below that level. And the only reason is that the support is a huge this level is a huge support, and I have told you for any sort of downside movement, Nifty need to give us a closing below this. Okay, so there is a two possibilities. One possibility is that Nifty goes below this level and then again consolidates to give us a closing about it. Like similar thing has happened on the 18th of June. You'll recognize on the 18th of June, you can see prices have went below the 15,600 and 640s level, and then you can see prices have gone below almost 200 point in the same day and then again consolidated above. So that's why. So now on the daily basis, how good this support level is, that it has again accumulated the prices from 200 points below. So you need to understand that how important this support level is. This type of thing can be possibility now also, that market might give you a long wick below this level and giving you good profit. Then if market is not giving us a daily basis closing below this level, then we are not expecting any further downside movement. We need a daily closing below this level for a downside movement, and I have talked about it good enough now sufficient enough. I have talked and made it very clear that this level is real significance. Right, and apart from that, you'll recognize that what happened today, that prices has given us a good upside closing, and after that prices again came below at its support levels. So the reason for it, what is the reason? I'll show you how was the opening and how market reacted after that. You'll recognize that market has given us a good gap up opening, and after that market was above a particular resistance which was supposed to act as a support level, but how market was able to break below this to give us a lower downside closing and making a bearish candle, right? So first thing, there are two reasons for this. So to start with, the thing is that the market has given us a really big gap up opening, and in our videos we talk about this thing, that when market give you a too much of big gap up and big gap down opening, then there is a less probability that market or the prices will follow same direction, right? Like today market has given us a good enough gap up opening. So after that, if you were speculating that okay, market has given us a good gap up opening, market has even opened above a particular resistance level, now we are going to long the market, then that's such an unfortunate thing if you are listening to us, because I have made it real clear that if prices are giving you this much of gap up opening, then it needs such a big bull to come into the market and start buying. Then only after this big gap up opening, market can go further upward, or if not, then prices mostly consolidate or falls below. You can see for the starting 2 hours after that, market was consolidating above the resistance level and was taking support, and then after that market was able to come below. Now the reason, if we'll talk about the technical reason for the intraday traders, I'll show you that on the 15-minute chart. You can see the prices were accumulating right here, and then you can see that obviously a red candle has been made, and which that red candle has given us a closing below this particular resistance level. And look, this candle at the 1.5 has given us a closing on the 5-minute. Even we could have recognized that has given us a closing below this particular level, and from that we are going to go short. For the day traders point of view, I am talking right now, right? From the day traders point of view right now, I am talking that day traders would have gone short because of this reason, right? And for the swing traders or for the positional trader who wants to understand this, why the prices have again went below that support level, the reason is simple, and it's coming from the weekly charts. you can see I have told you that the market has created a pattern and confirmation was there. So definitely there is a bearish bias in the market as of now, right? Till now, till today, there was a bearish bias in the market, correct? But why no bearish movement? Because we have a huge daily support at this particular level, right? I have told you that okay, bearish confirmation has been given on the weekly chart, but we need to break below this particular support level, right? That's why after gap up opening, we have seen the price again came below, right? There are two reasons for the intraday and scalpers. For intraday traders and scalpers, the thing is very clear. Too much of big gap up opening was there, so there are only two options left with the prices now: either accumulation or we can see a downside movement, right? So they must have been waiting for the downside movement, and as soon as they saw that there was a breach in the support, they should have gone short. And for the traders who wants to understand it on the big time frame, the reason for you guys is very clear, that there is a bearish bias definitely on the weekly chart, and because of that today we have seen prices again accumulating downside after giving us a good gap up opening. So now what can we expect from the market going up? So the thing is very clear. On the weekly chart, we are completely on the bearish side. There is a bearish bias in the market, but we are not going to take any short trade based upon the weekly chart till we see a daily closing below 15,640s level, right? But on the daily chart, you will recognize one thing. Today, although the bearish candle has been made, but today's closing is above the previous closing, which was an indecision candle, and our indecision momentum trading never goes away from us, right? And you'll recognize from this that this is a bullish signal in the market, right? So on the daily chart, we got a bullish signal right at the support. Our weekly chart are definitely on the bearish bias, but the condition for being bearish is a breach of the support, which has not happened as of now. And on the daily chart, you'll recognize that at the support we are getting bullish signals. So yeah, definitely what we are anticipating is that definitely prices will try to chase this level again, and this is what the most likely event to happen, right? So I hope you are clear with everything. And for the day players, tomorrow's if you want to see that how you can trade tomorrow, then these levels are working quite well. Again, you can see again here on the 15-minute chart, you'll recognize that prices were really close to the support level. You'll recognize, and both these candles were made, and then again prices went upside. So I know there was not much to trade initially, and afterwards in the market just 1 hour or 2 hour was there. So I know that it is difficult for a trader to trade in such a short span, and I know this is not a good day for intraday players overall. If you look at it from an overall perspective, it was not a good day, because starting 3 hours market was consolidating, and after that last 1 hour also market was mostly consolidating. Just between that we got a hour or half for the good trading opportunities, and it is difficult to recognize trading opportunities in that. So yeah, it's okay, sometime that thing has happened. For tomorrow also, if you want to really trade goodly, you can see prices right now standing at 15,691 level, and we have support and resistance on the both side. You can see, right? Upper side you can see we have resistance 60 points above, and downside we have support 60 points below. So I'll recommend all of you just wait prices to reach out at one of these level, and after that if you'll see a breakout from this level, then you can short. If you'll see breakout from this level, you can go long. If you'll see that prices are not giving any indication to break out, then you can short from this level and you can long from this level. That is upon your discretion, right? I'm not here to give you advice, I'm here to educate all of you. So I hope you understand. Okay. So now I think everything is clear as far as how day players can play. These are the two important levels to watch out for. Right now prices are standing right in the between of both these level. We have 60 points resistance 60 points above, and support 60 points below. Look, why I'm saying that these levels are really important. The thing why I'm saying is that only at these levels you will see a good momentum and a surety that prices will follow this particular direction. Otherwise, if you'll take trade right now at this position, the market is in this position, if you take a trade right now, then there is a possibility that market might consolidate and you'll end up getting not much profit. But do remember one thing, this gap up and gap down thing, I'm not going to repeat it. This is that it will be sounding too much of repetitive, right? We have talked about it earlier. Now taking you guys to the Nifty Bank. And you can see in the Nifty Bank as well, Nifty Bank has also tried to, give us a good run on the upside, but was not successful either. The reason is that mostly both these indices move in the correlation, though you can see the Bank Nifty is not standing near at any of its important level on the daily basis. So yeah, most of the reactions are because of the correlated movement of both these indices. But you'll recognize the fact that Bank Nifty has also tried to reach its resistance level, was little bit far away from that level, You'll recognize that today high made by the Nifty, Bank Nifty, was 35,394, and we have resistance 200 points or 130 points, 150 points above this particular high made by the Nifty Bank. So yeah, it was quite easy if somebody wanted to short Nifty Bank from that level. So it was quite a good trade was there, though there was not such movement in the market. And the reason is that we need a good momentum in the Nifty 50. We need really a good momentum in the Nifty 50, and I have told you what are the expectations now. So I hope with that Bank Nifty will also gain some momentum. We'll have some good trading opportunities in the Nifty Bank as well. So if somebody wanted to trade and wanted to go short and wanted to took advantage of this prices making high then again falling, you can see on the 15-minute chart Bank Nifty has made this particular pattern. For some reason, okay, this particular pattern, and after which the prices have fallen for a good amount, right? You can see the pattern was completed at 35,282, and after that we have seen a low of 35,000. So almost a 200 points odd movement after this pattern completion. And these patterns are not something that you guys don't know. We have shared all these patterns on our YouTube channel. You can go and check on our channel. These patterns of intraday uses have been shared with all of you. If you have not watched them, then you can go and watch and you can recognize and take a trade. So I hope it was an easy trade for all of you. And apart from that, you will recognize that Nifty Bank is also has made a indecision candle to close the market. So yeah, definitely the opening side will be the side where price will be getting momentum, but do watch out for this particular resistance and this particular support for the further longer short trade. So I hope you guys are very much clear about the Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty. We had quite a good discussion over both of them. And now let me show you the two stocks that we had picked on the Friday. So let's see how they have performed today. Tech Mahindra, really disappointing from Tech Mahindra. Not much movement on both of the side. You'll recognize that Tech Mahindra is not in the mood of giving profits to anyone. I think it has not given us much momentum. You can see consolidation today. The candle of indecision means consolidation, obviously. So yeah, definitely it has closed again with a particular candle, but we are not going to take trade in the Tech Mahindra because it is not giving us any momentum, right? Apart from that, the second stock that we had picked was Grasim, and you'll recognize one thing, that Grasim has given us a return of 32 points. So yeah, everything has been given by Grasim. I have told you to go along in the Grasim above 1508, and today high made by the Grasim was 1540. So congratulations everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the profit in the Grasims of this good 32 points, and everybody had a good day because it was a very clear trade. You can see the opening was on the upper side and then prices just went up and up and up. So I hope it was just a great trade for all of you. And for tomorrow, again, you can take a trade in the Grasim. Good momentum is there. So why to let momentum go away from us? Momentum is there and indecision is also there. So we are going to again take trade. We are going to long the Grasim now above 1543 only, right? We are not going to go long in the Grasim before that, and we are going to short Grasim below 1536, right? So these are the two importance levels, and stop loss will be 1%, and risk is and this reward according to that is going to be 1.5 to 2%, right? I hope you are clear with that. And the second stock for tomorrow is Tata Consumers Product. It's a good momentum has been shown by this particular stock from the previous few days, and we have indecision for the opening. Actually, we had indecision for the last 2 hours and 15 minutes in the Tata Consumer Product. So expecting a good boom or downside movement in the Tata Consumer Product, and we are going to short Tata Consumer below 774, as well as we are going to long in the Tata Consumer above 780, and where our stop loss is going to be 1% and target accordingly 1.5 to 2%. So I hope guys you are very much clear about everything, and I hope you like the video, you like the content, you are understanding everything what we are trying to communicate to you. If not, then you can ask your queries in the comments if you have any, or you can watch the video again and listen it carefully. And I hope you liked the video. Please do press the like button, share this video, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.